about Zidane, shall we?
I'll definitely do it though.
Oh, make sure that's your catchphrase now. Right, is your name. Just before we talk about Zidane as the manager, did you ever play with him? Did you ever see him live, Zidane? No.
We've had this. I'm not as old as you.
No, but I've seen him play.
I've never seen him play live. Obviously, I watched him on TV.
How highly did you rate him as a player? One of the great. If you're
he's
talking
one of the greatest ever.
Did you ever base your game on his?
No, I was a different player.
Right. Well, you say that. You both played a similar role, didn't you?
Yeah, but
his range of passing was frightening, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the way he moved with the ball as well, and some player.
If Manchester United do look for a new manager, of course at the moment they've got one, so there's no reason why they should do. Would you put Zidane's name at the top of this list?
At the top, right at the top,
or in the conversation?
Yeah, he would definitely be in the top 3. You'd think about.
Yeah, to win the amount of Champions Leagues that he won on the spin at Real Madrid.
Yeah, like people always said bad things about him as a coach, but it's not just because he was at Real Madrid and they had all these great players. Sometimes it's harder to manage them and get them playing, and he did.
Would he be the answer, do you think, for Manchester United, Benty? Would United fans be happy if they found out for whatever reason Ole wasn't in charge anymore, and he's still the manager there, so we really shouldn't be talking about it, but if for whatever reason, maybe he won the lot when he decided to give up football, and they looked for a new manager and it was Zinedine Zidane, would the fans be happy with
I think so, because he's for one, it's Zidane. You talk about guys won obviously 2 La Ligas, 3 Champions Leagues in a row. It'd be a completely different job, because as Jack was saying, they're superstars at Real Madrid at the time. They were the best team on the planet, with arguably the best player at his pomp. Mm-hmm. So it'd be walking into a different dressing room. But listen, tactically, I think he's good. People have spoke about him as an elite manager. I think we've seen managers come along and win 1 Champions League, and maybe they're not an elite manager, but they've somehow found a way. Roberto Di Matteo, for instance, at Chelsea. But I think when you talk about a guy who's won 3 on the bounce, that takes some doing, by the way. So I think he is an elite manager. And I think Man United fans would be excited with him. But also it's a different voice as well. He might be able to get the French connection, him and Pogba. Maybe he can get a tune out of him.
He knows Ronaldo.
He knows Ronaldo well. So
what pot would he be in, Benny?
Who, Zidane?
Yeah.
I think he's...
That's a good question.
3 Champions Leagues in a row.
Pot 1.
It's got to be pot 1.
So it'll be a pot 1 manager, right?
Yeah.
Does it make a difference to the player? What's the best manager that was a footballer you've played under? The reason I'm asking this question, Zidane, if you're a footballer and Zidane walks in and he's your manager...
you get that respect straight away.
Totally, straight away. So who would it be for both of you? Who's the best ex-footballer you've played under as a manager? Is there one? Surely one of you's got a big name here. No?
No.
I'm trying to... And this is going to sound so stupid, but Capello, did he play... He was a good player, wasn't he? He was a legend, wasn't he? Capello.
I think so. Yeah. Is that it? I mean, obviously that meant
What
nothing
about
to you when he
Brucey,
walked in.
surely. He was a player.
Yeah, he was a player with Steve Bruce.
Yeah, but I mean, these names should be jumping off the page for you rather than now years later you go, was I that?
Yeah, Brucey, he was good.
Yeah, so,
was a Man United player.
Right. No, but I'm asking you if it makes a difference as a player when you're sat in the dressing room.
I think when someone of that stature,
I think
Zidane,
so.
walks into the dressing room, I think he commands respect. But as you said, he's been there with Ronaldo when they were winning the Champions Leagues. He knows Pogba. He knows Varane, who's there as well. So he's not going in there blind. You know what I mean? He understands exactly what's needed. And he also understands the situation is that this Manchester United team are not the Real Madrid team that he had. So it might be a little bit more difficult. But listen, I think he still would be a better fit than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Juve and AC Milan he played for, I've just been told in my ear.
Yeah, Capello.
Rather than
legend.
me pretend that I knew both of those clubs. Because we went, did he?
Legend.
How big next couple of weeks is it for Ole?
Joe Roll as well, by the way. Joe Roll.
Who are you? United
but you're meant to know these names now rather than.
Hey, Joe Roll was back in what?
I know,
pre-2005.
I know, but what I'm saying is you're meant to have that feeling when you're a player, not look back now and go, yeah, probably him, probably Capello. Was he a player? You can't do that now.
No, I thought he was a player, but I couldn't quite remember.
Oh right, okay. Watford at the weekend,
and then
I think we've got Chelsea very soon as well.
We've got the Arsenal coming up soon.
They need to win.
Maybe it's Arsenal. I'm thinking of it. Is Arsenal?
Watford at home or away?
Watford's away.
They have to win that. He has to win that game.
Yeah.
And then
I'm sure it's Chelsea.
Yeah, and then it sets him up for if they're playing Chelsea and a few other big teams.
They've got Watford away, then they've got Villarreal away, then they've got Chelsea at home, and then Arsenal away.
That's tough.
And then Palace at home.
Yeah. But I sort of feel that they're backing him now anyway, so it doesn't really... I wouldn't say it doesn't really matter what happens, but...
If they lose to Watford, he's done, right?
Do you think so?
Do you think so?
I think so.
United lose this weekend?
To Watford?
After the run they've been on. Surely.
Okay, wow. Okay,
do you think he deserves to keep his job if you lose to Watford?
Nothing to do with me, lads.
No, but I'm asking you the question.
You two are the experts.
No, but I'm asking you.
Would you take Zidane at United?
We've got a manager at the moment.
Okay, but if
You
you
take him at Arsenal, Jack.
No, not now.
Why?
We've got Mikel.
Okay, at the wheel, yeah. Mikel at the wheel.
Andy, you're a Man United fan. If you lose to Watford, what happens next?
I'll tell you what, that's a very good question.
but
Can I tell you what happens next?
Just quickly.
Can I just tell you what happens next?
1 second.
Yeah.
Is either if you lose to Watford,
Right.
it's either yes or no. Don't need anything else. Yes or no. Is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer still the right man for that job?
Can I tell you what happens next?
No, I don't want to break. I don't want to break.
When we come back from the break,
Here we go.
Jack Wilshere is going to attempt.
I'm not doing it unless you answer that
Yeah,
question.
do you know what, Jack? Please don't.
Jack, you'll do what you say. All right?
Oi,
What's your question?
seriously,
Yeah.
if you get beat by Watford,
What won't happen? So it doesn't
okay,
matter.
but is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer still?
What about a draw? What about a
No,
draw? Is that
if
bad?
you lose,
The draw's not good enough either,
So does
really.
he go for a draw, Jack?
No, I don't think he goes for a draw.
If you
But
lose.
he goes.
What's your question?
if he loses, is he still the right man for the job?
This is Drive on talkSPORT.